In my city, we some gator
All right, so
rockers.
I wanted to talk to y'all about something because this is something that we all lived through and we're basically old enough to experience both. One more than the other. The Redeem team, the 2008 United States men's basketball Olympic team, they got a documentary coming out on Netflix on October the 7th. Really interested to see it. I'm most excited because I heard Kobe was on their ass during this time period. Now, it's going to be good to see Kobe in his prime again because the Kobe I just remember is just that late stage Kobe now because he was still so great, but it was like we knew the end was coming for the Mamba. So it's going to be good to see him in his prime again, and it's going to be good to see young Brian, young Melo, young D Wade, all those CP3.
Was KD on that team?
No, not on 8, not on 2008.
Was he in the league yet?
12. He 8. Yeah, KD was in the league. Yeah, they had just fucking moved to OKC, I believe. I might be wrong. Yeah. YouTube, if I'm wrong, correct me, man. But it's gonna be good to see them in this documentary. Did y'all see the trailer for
I did.
The Redeem team? Shit got me hyped.
That's great.
When I first heard about it, I was kind of like, I don't know. But then I saw that fucking trailer and that shit got me pumped for that shit. So I'm excited to see that shit. But it also had me thinking about something else, which a lot of people do with teams that featured NBA talent since '92, which was the original Dream Team. It got me thinking too, and I think they've posed this question, but I want to have a kind of semi-serious conversation about it. The Dream Team in '92 versus the Redeem Team in 2008, as they were. Like, not we're gonna say, yeah, as they were, because the Dream Team still won gold as they were. So that's a great team, period. And then we get the 2008 team, which came back and won gold after losing in 04, coming in second.
To like
was it second or third? Did they get the bronze?
I think they got the bronze.
Yeah, got the kid because they lost in the gold medal game, right? Well, no, if they lost in the gold medal game, then they should have got
to play for the bronze game.
No, they lost again?
In the semifinals.
Oh, they lost in the semis, so they was in third place already. Okay.
That's
all right.
Play for the third
place. Because if you lose in the gold medal game, you get the silver.
You get the silver, right? Yeah. It posed. I wanted to kind of talk to y'all about it. And we don't have to come to a definitive, but I think it's going to be a fun discussion that we can have. 92 versus 2008 BC. Let me just hear the rosters for some of the people. And some people just wasn't around in 92 to remember most of these people playing. They probably know the names, but run that roster down for the 92 Dream Team, the original Dream Team. This was the first team in Olympic history that actually featured actual NBA players, not players from college that was transferring to the NBA or getting drafted into the NBA.
Well, they had one. Christian Laettner.
One player. They had one honorary college player,
and that should have been Isaiah Thomas' spot, but whatever.
We can talk about that too. But
all right. So the 92 roster had Charles Barkley, Larry Bird, Patrick Ewing, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Karl Malone, Chris Mullin, Scottie Pippen, David Robinson, John Stockton, Clyde Drexler, and Christian Laettner.
That's the squad. That's the squad.
Did you say Patrick Ewing?
Yes.
Okay.
You said David Robinson too, right?
Yes.
Or David Robinson? Okay. All right. All right. Now that's the Dream Team. And looking at it, all of them niggas was ballers. Probably with the exception of Magic and Larry, who were older in their career. Larry was basically disabled at that point from as far as basketball skill went. Magic was coming off of the reveal of having HIV a year. What was that? A year earlier? What was it that year? Just maybe a year earlier. 91. Yeah. Right. Magic was just coming off of the reveal that he had AIDS starting that season, that 92 season. Because they had already they lost to the Bulls. They lost to the Bulls. And then he revealed he had AIDS at the beginning of the 92 season, wasn't it? Yeah. Because he wasn't hooping. All right, yeah. But other than that, that whole team was ready to fucking go. They was all basically in their primes. Jordan was coming off of his first chip. Jordan and Scottie had just won their first chip.
Might have been that second one.
Barkley was in his prime like a motherfucker. He was about to go to the final. He was a year away from being the MVP in the finals and in the NBA final, leading his team to the finals. Drexler was about to go to the finals that year against Jordan. Or had they?
I hated them.
They had just went to the finals. They had just
No.
went to the finals. Yeah,
They lost
Jordan,
to 92.
this is Jordan coming off of his second ring then.
Because
Jordan
it
had
was
just-
summer 92,
Yeah,
right?
summer 92. So this is Jordan and Pippen off of their second ring. And Drexler just being in the finals.
Yep.
Barkley a year away from being MVP. David Robinson in his prime. Hakeem Olajuwon coming into his prime. Like,
You didn't say Olajuwon.
did you say Elijah? Olajuwon's on the next
He
team. He was on the
too.
96 team. I'm sorry.
Which is the one I'd take
sorry.
over any of them, but whatever.
With Penny and Shaq? Yeah.
But this team was like the first team
Yeah.
with the NBA players.
This team, it was a stacked team. So I hear a lot of people, like, whenever they talk about the Dream Team and compare it to other teams, they automatically go to, oh, these niggas was old. It was two niggas on that team that really wasn't in prime shape, and that was Magic and Larry. So don't get that shit twisted.
The rest of them just looked old.
Yeah, they just all look kind
Clyde
of
Drexler
old.
was 22 looking like he was 52.
Yeah. So I just wanted to get that point out the way because I don't want it to make niggas be like, oh, it wasn't even. No. Sorry. So BC, let's run down the 08 lineup.
All right. Carmelo Anthony, Carlos Boozer, Chris Bosh, Kobe Bryant, Dwight Howard, LeBron James, Jason Kidd, Chris Paul, Tayshaun Prince, Michael Redd, Dwayne Wade, and Darren Williams.
That was the team?
Yep.
I thought it was better than
I
that.
did too. I was ahead of time. I was ready to definitively say, give me the 08 team. This motherfucker said Michael Redd, Carlos Boozer.
And Darren
Tayshaun
Williams.
Prince.
Now Tayshaun was a defensive lock at that
Yeah.
point. He was a defensive lock.
But the
It was
stars.
somebody else you said that fucked me up.
Darren Williams?
Darren Williams in his at that.
So it's
not Jason
Darren,
Kidd.
Darren and Chris Paul was fighting for best point guard in the league.
Not Jason Kidd.
it was
man.
just Boozer.
It had to be Boozer.
It's just
and Michael
Boozer
Redd.
Red. It's Boozer and Red.
Yeah, all the rest of them niggas is legit.
Stars. Yeah.
Darren Williams is borderline, but
No, Darren Williams is legit at that time. He had his own Nike.
not over
Nah, he's with the Jazz still. So
not
yeah.
over Chris Paul and Jason Kidd though. He was. That's what I'm saying. Like as far as top point guards on the squad, he was
He was one of the best in the
He was
league, which is
border.
why he was there.
He was one of the best.
The
in
argument
league.
was really who's better between him and Chris Paul. That was
I
the
don't
argument.
think I ever had that argument, but I get it. I get Darren Williams used to be my guy. I used to play with the Utah Jazz on 2K all the time. I like
Weirdo.
Darren
Who the
Williams
fuck like Utah?
because I like Darren
Fuck
Williams.
go pick
He was a
Utah.
beast. He
I'd
used
have
to be a
traded
beast.
that nigga. Not playing with the fucking
It's
Jazz.
like that's why you got a video game so you can trade this
I don't
nigga.
even want to play for they fans on the
This
video
nigga off of the
game.
fucking game. Get him off of the game. Get him off of the team.
Glad Donovan Mitchell gone.
So, like I said, this is a legit discussion. This is not. I was legit about to be on the same boat that y'all was about to be on. 2008 is going to murder the Dream Team. Period.
Yeah, wait, give me 2008 one more time.
But wait a minute. that may still be the case. Bird, Magic, Red, Boozer.
I mean, Michael Redd was a shooter.
He was. But what I'm saying is, if you're going to cancel it out, you got to take these. You say, okay, it's
And
two people on the Dream
Can you
Team. That's
say
not.
Tayshaun and Chris Mullen wash each other out too?
No,
No.
because Tayshaun is elite at one thing.
Yeah.
Chris Mullen was just really good at a few things. Tayshaun was elite at one thing, and he was a good wingman to play the
He
lanes.
can get you a bucket.
Yeah, he can get you a few buckets. So it wasn't like he was useless on offense.
Right.
We're not running plays for Tayshaun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, period. We're not running plays for him. But if he open, give him the ball. He'll dunk that bitch. He'll
And
lay
he
it up.
shoot it. He can shoot too.
He had a little midi. You know what I'm saying? Him and Rip had a little midi. And he could bang a three every once in a while. But defensive wise, he was gonna lock
Lockdown.
somebody to fuck
Yeah,
up.
Lockdown.
But you had Pip on the other side too.
They can do that.
They
Gonna lock
yeah,
somebody
yeah,
else.
he's gonna lock somebody to fuck up. So this is not a cut and dry for all you young niggas that's out here. That's just like, oh, the 2018 just smashed.
You know what probably
the
kind of
92
swing
team.
this more the 92 way? The centers.
They too big.
Boozer.
They gonna have a
who the
field.
centers in 08?
Dwight
Howard. Young Dwight Howard.
But that is Dwight.
Yeah, this is Orlando
the year
Dwight.
before he goes on the defensive player of the year run. So that is him right in his prime. I mean,
Right at the beginning
smack
of
dab
it.
in his fucking prime.
That's still P. Ewing, David Robinson.
And you know
They get
him-
buckets.
the advantage of them is they was drawing niggas out
Yep.
to the 15.
You ain't gonna hit that 15-footer all day.
They was drawing niggas out to the 15 before it became the cool thing to do. It was that was a move back then. Like, oh shit, this nigga can shoot. Like Patrick Ewing had that side baseline jump shot that was just fucking unstoppable.
Money.
Like, you just gotta hope he
Ewing was
missed.
my guy, though.
Just gotta hope
was
he
my
missed.
guy.
Like that was one of them things. And the reason I wanted to have this discussion with us because we lived through the entire era span of most of these guys' career. We've seen most of these guys play, pause, play,
The fuck are you into?
come and go, and retire. Like we've seen just about the only nigga that's left is CP3,
Hold
LeBron,
on.
and Melo.
And Brian ain't in his prime yet.
Side
Ron
note.
didn't hit his prime yet.
Him,
He's
Melo,
23.
or D-Wade.
He's 23.
But
he was
listen.
about to go to the finals
For the
that
first
year.
time.
Yeah.
You
Or
just
did he
gave
just go
me,
to the finals?
You just gave me a business idea.
Yeah. Well, don't say it on YouTube, nigga.
We start a chain of quick stays called Come and Go.
Man, anyway.
That should have popped.
Nobody is checking into the come and go. No respectable woman is gonna let you check into the come and go with them.
Nigga, do you be on the internet these days? Where the fuck are the respectable women?
Okay, you got a point. But I'm saying though, somebody out there may have a respectable woman somewhere.
Then you know not to bring her to the come and go. Or you
but
don't
then-
respect her.
but then it's gonna become a
the
niche
fuck,
thing
yo?
where it's like only people that's gonna be standing there is porn stars and hookers.
They paying?
Yeah, but then it's gonna be like police things and
The police
yeah, they
be
gonna
in
be
there
like,
too.
oh, they all at the come and go.
You tell them once a month, police come through,
No,
got somebody waiting on you. She get you
if only
together.
it was that simple. That's a good idea. It's a good name for a hotel.
The come
Like
and
if we
go.
was shooting a movie, that'd be definitely a great idea to as a hotel.
Oh, you could do a horror movie at the come and go?
Why would you want to do a horror movie?
Why
Oh
not?
man,
It's either that or porn.
it's one or the other.
But okay.
Yeah, let's
Come
get
and
back
go,
into
just- My bad.
it. So, I want to get y'all thoughts. Redeem Team versus the Dream Team.
So
Where do y'all stand?
we're gonna put Kobe and Mike on matchup.
Who matches up against Brian is the
Brian
question.
is gonna be Pip.
Got to. You have
I
to.
think Brian works Pip.
It's gonna be.
You still got Carmelo who gonna guard Carmelo.
Melo and
And D-Wade.
Yep, they got D-Wade too.
wait, so
And that 08, D-Wade already won a chip, right?
who's Melo guarding though?
Magic, Jordan, Barkley,
So Melo and Barkley.
Probably.
Pip, Barkley, Robinson.
Mullen.
Oh, and Barkley
No,
gonna
at
work
center.
Melo too.
At
so
center.
they're gonna be
They gonna be a wash.
Was it
Who's gonna get Wade then?
was it Robinson or
Robinson.
Robinson starting at center, right?
Him or Ewing, they probably rotate.
No, Ewing. No, it was Ewing. Ewing started at center.
He's gonna work Dwight.
The White's
I don't know,
a
man.
really good defender.
Yeah, I don't know if he working Dwight,
You ain't
bro.
gonna work Dwight. Like you said,
I
he
think
gonna
Dwight,
step out.
Dwight is not gonna be able to.
Dwight
check
is
that.
athletic enough to get out there,
And
though.
Dwight
Man, he
ain't gonna
was.
and Dwight ain't gonna. He ain't gonna. On the
Back
other
it
end,
down,
yeah.
No, Dwight ain't gonna. It's not. He ain't gonna
He
counter
catching
on
lobs and
offense.
shit.
But I don't think. I think Dwight is a good enough defender to just not let Ewing get off on him. You know what I'm saying?
What did Ewing do against Olajuwon in the finals? Ewing put up was balling.
Yeah, but
Ewing was carrying his rest of the
Olajuwon is a
team.
better defender than Dwight Howard. Yes.
No.
Olajuwon is one of the best
No.
defenders of all time.
So is Dwight
So is
Howard.
Dwight Howard. Come on,
Olajuwon
come on,
is a
Randy.
better defender.
Come on, Randy.
Olajuwon is a
No.
better defender than Dwight Howard.
Oh man.
I think he
Stop
got
it.
more career blocks.
Stop it, guys.
I'm
Stop
pretty
it.
sure Olajuwon got more
Stop
career
it.
blocks.
No
Olajuwon is a better
way.
defender than Dwight Howard.
I'll give
Stop
you
it.
everything else.
Go
but
pull up the tape. Go pull
I
up the
watched
tape.
Olajuwon.
Come on.
I've never even Olajuwon. Nope.
One of the only
I
players
don't
in
even
league
remember-
history to have a quadruple double.
Yeah, that's one game. I don't even remember niggas like really just being like, afraid of that nigga on defense. Like,
Stop
he was
it,
afraid
man.
of that nigga on offense.
If you put a Dwight Howard, Hakeem Olajuwon is one of the best defenders of all time.
He did
That's a
stop.
fact.
That's
He
a
did
fact.
stop. He
But
did
Dwight
stop.
Howard is also.
Yeah, I don't.
That's
Olajuwon,
because it was no.
Olajuwon
The
did
big
stop.
man
The
was
big,
down.
yeah, the big man was down. So yes, Dwight was the
No,
premier big man of his era. Sure,
The big man wasn't
But-
down. The big man
but
was
when
changing,
but
and that
when
meant that he had to
Olajuwon-
defend a different type of big
but
man.
when Olajuwon was in the league, it was the era of big
The
men.
dominant big
Yes.
man.
Right. And that also meant that basically, besides 2 or 3 niggas, everybody was in the paint. So, yes, he's going to look very dominant when he only has to stand in the paint and wait for the little niggas to come into the paint and swat everything away from the fucking rim. And that's not an easy task to do.
Hold on.
I wasn't giving Olajuwon enough
I
credit.
am. No. I'm giving him his credit, but what I'm saying is it was a different game.
He helped to win
You
that
gotta let
game.
him finish his thought.
Yeah, it was a different game. Now we're talking about Olajuwon, who was a very, very solid defender.
No, he's a great defender.
All right, you give him great. You give him
He's
great.
great.
I
He was a
say
great
solid.
defender.
All right, we're talking about a different era in basketball to where
I think it was more stressful on Olajuwon than Dwight Howard.
Most of the time, we'll get to that. All right, most of the time when we're looking at Olajuwon game tape, he's not standing 15 feet away from the basket unless he's playing 2 of the 3 niggas that can hit a jump shot
I need to
outside
respond to
of the
this.
paint. When we're talking about Dwight, we're talking about him defending guys that aren't even true centers, that are fucking power forwards, that are stuck in a center position because they're the tallest nigga on the team, who he has to just about always step out and then come back on the help defense at that point. And he won Defensive Player of the Year 3 times in a row doing just that, on defense. When we talking, and you're not going to tell me that Olajuwon is more athletic than Dwight Howard. Maybe on offense, but not overall. You're not going to tell me that Olajuwon is just more athletic than, because he's not.
Dwight Howard, one of the better athletes the league has ever seen.
So the fact that he had to play a different style of game, if Dwight just had got to stand in the paint most of the time for most of the 82 games that he had to play.
In the finals, Olajuwon blocked John Starks from hitting the 3 when he was on fire that helped him get that
I never
ring.
said that the nigga
I'm
can't
just saying.
just move outside the block, but how often did he have to fucking do it is what I'm saying.
He'll do it sometimes.
How often did Dwight have to do it? More often than not. Because he was playing against fucking power forwards, which he basically was just about.
Power forward, the stretch 4 wasn't.
It was
I was
there.
like that.
2008, 2009, 2010.
Dirk.
Yes.
That's it. Just Dirk.
Yes. Dirk, Bosch, fucking, what's the motherfucker's name?
KG could pick a pop.
KG, niggas like fucking Lamar Odom that's playing power forward.
Lamar
and you
was
have
never
to
at
fucking,
center, though.
you have to, not as center, but I'm saying these are the type of niggas he had to defend. He wasn't defending true, I'm gonna be on the block all night centers.
I think
Olajuwon was defending niggas like fucking Luke Longley,
Shaq,
and fucking
Ewing,
niggas that had to just stand.
Right.
All time
All
great
niggas that
centers.
just standing down there
All-time
on the
great
block.
centers.
These niggas just wasn't running the fucking.
Talking Hall of Fame
These
centers,
niggas
man.
but yes, because of the time that they played and they were great for that time.
And
What I'm
Olajuwon
saying
was
is,
schooling these niggas too.
I'm not.
offense.
I'm
No,
not.
no, that's
I'm
not a
arguing this
question.
point anymore. Let's stick
not
to
a
the
question.
topic. Let's
That's
stick
not
to
a
the
question.
Topic. Let's stick to the topic.
all right. So go ahead. You where were you at? I'm sorry, Randy.
Because he
I don't think
he
Randy
turned up
finished
quick
his
off
point.
of that.
Yeah, I don't think Randy finished his point. Where were you at, or did you get
It was
to
with we was trying to match them up.
Yeah, so Jordan
Yeah.
and Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
We said Bron and Pippen, right?
Carmelo and Barkley.
Carmelo and Barkley.
Who guards Wade?
Wade. I mean, it's okay.
Did Wade start?
Yeah,
didn't.
yeah.
Wade, we talking to start? We starting with the starting lineup.
Right.
Oh, I gotta go back and look and see who was starting.
So a lot of it is
Who was the starting point guard? Was it Chris Paul or was it Jason Kidd? It might have been Chris
Jason
Paul.
Kidd. Jason
I
Kidd.
think Jason Kidd. I think I distinctively remember Jason Kidd because he was a little older then.
Yeah, Jason Kidd started on the 96 team.
Yeah.
then. Okay.
Yeah.
Chris Paul probably started on 2008
So Kid and Magic.
or the 2000 team. Jason Kidd.
He started on 96 too.
Was he on the 96?
Yeah.
he
Him,
came in
Grant
in
Hill,
95.
Penny.
Yep. Yeah, he came in 94.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kid and you said
Magic.
CP3 and Magic.
Or whoever.
Magic getting
Whoever.
cooked.
Magic start. Yeah, Magic did start.
Mm-hmm.
Magic did start.
And then the center matchup, which would be it was probably Dwight Howard and Ewing.
Yeah. Yep. it really sounds that just comparing the starting lineups, it just sounds like a give and a take.
Yeah.
Depending on what side of the ball we talking about.
But it's all.
I think the biggest advantage is LeBron versus Pippen.
That's what I don't even like arguing this stuff because Jordan always just
found a way.
Yeah, it just always tilts.
He's gonna find a way.
Kobe had that too.
Okay,
Though.
Yeah,
so I got to pull it up here.
But was he Mike?
No, he was Kobe.
Right, and that ain't Mike.
So they had. So on this,
There's a difference.
They had Magic, Jordan, Bird, Barkley, and
Bird was starting.
Bird was starting to lead the game. That don't count. Like let's
tip the ball.
Barkley. It's Barkley. Yeah, Barkley was the main.
Because Barkley was the leading scorer.
Barkley was on there too. Barkley started too.
He probably started at power. Yeah, because Barkley was a.
Yeah,
he played power forward for a little bit.
Yeah.
He did play power forward for
Forward
a
was
few
his
years.
position.
Yeah. Because he
the smallest power forward.
Yeah, because Cedric Ceballos was the 3 and Barkley was the 4.
Yeah, Barkley was
and
a power forward.
Oliver Miller was the center on that Phoenix team.
He was fast
Hey,
as
that
fuck
one
when he got to
season,
Detroit.
that one season, niggas couldn't tell me shit about Oliver Miller, nigga.
There you go.
You couldn't tell me shit, boy. I was like, that nigga's a beast. Nigga,
Yeah, Mark West
the
coming
next
off the
year,
bench.
oh my God, it was over. He didn't do a goddamn thing,
that was their
man.
starting. Yep, and then on the 2008 team is Wade, Kobe, LeBron, Carmelo, and Dwight.
Oh wow, they went
Wade,
with the
Kobe,
athletes.
yeah, they did.
They would have a good chance of just running against that 92 team. Just run.
Yeah.
Run.
Oh, Magic still run, man.
True.
Magic
but
was-
never
Jordan
a great
was
defender,
running.
though.
Yeah, I know.
Jordan gonna run.
Jordan running.
Pip.
Pip
Pip's
gonna
running.
run.
What about Pat, though? Pat going to be lagging behind.
He gonna be the trailer. He gonna be trailing.
Pat say set up.
He
He
tired.
say set up.
He gonna be trailing.
And
Set that
the
shit
white
up.
got him. And the foot raised the white for sure.
Yeah.
Pat say set that shit
None
up.
of them big men gonna be able to run.
No.
But it's gonna come down to that game because if the dream team can slow it down,
It's about what them other
they in
niggas
fucking
do.
trouble, man.
It's about what them other ones do.
The benches.
Yeah.
You know what? Like the
Like
one
do
thing.
Chris Mullin explode one game or do Michael Red go off? You know what I'm saying? It's about them other ones.
Michael Red.
He gonna say,
But you know, Michael Red was a nice for Milwaukee
Come on
for a
now,
second.
don't-
I'm
he
tripping.
come
I'm
on,
tripping.
he was-
I'm
He
tripping.
didn't
I'm
get there
tripping.
just cause.
Right.
I'm tripping. I'm
right.
tripping. I'm
He's
tripping.
shitting on
It was
Michael
because
Red.
of like that 1 or 2 seasons he had prior, right up prior to that. Because after
That
that,
ugly ass jump
they
shot.
got Carlos Boozer too. So.
nigga Button, this nigga Joe Button.
But like y'all said, that 15-footer that Ewing had, that's what Boozer had.
Yeah, Boozer had the same
That
jump
was
shot.
his thing.
He had a jump shot too.
Pick
Nigga
and pop
also had
king.
a painted on beard, but
Sure
that's the end
did.
of that. Damn, what was I about to say? Where was I going?
Does it boil down to 08 offensively having more firepower? Because that starting lineup seemed like everybody's a bucket, and Dwight gonna get every tip back pop. And you know, Olympic rules: once it touches the cylinder, you can go get it. You know what I'm saying?
Is that?
Yeah, it don't gotta come off the cylinder. If it once it hit the rim anywhere up there, you can go and put it back in. That's the advantage to White
All day.
offensively anyway.
I think it's just the evolution of athleticism. I think that's
Which is why
what
I've
it
done
is.
to make this argument about older and younger and newer players.
I think
'cause
it's just the evolution of the overall athleticism because let's not get it twisted. 92 is athletic as hell. Like them motherfuckers could move. Them motherfuckers could jump, run, shoot, defense, everything. And they were very athletic for their time. They were the most athletic NBA players besides Isaiah Thomas at that time who wasn't on the team. But the evolution of athleticism had reached another peak.
by the time
2008 that came along, niggas is treating their bodies different. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't smoking cigars all night and drinking all night and going to hoop the next night. These
and
niggas
fucking
is,
whores.
yeah, these niggas is going home and sleeping in chambers and fucking working their bodies out in different ways and developing in, faster, stronger, getting better. Not to say they're better. Not to say they're better basketball players. Just athleticism.
Jordan was peak, never before seen athleticism at that time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And by the time you get to 08, it's evolved a couple of times over at that point. Mm-hmm. When you get to niggas like Bron, who in Jordan era is a power forward, but in his era,
1 through 3,
he
1 through 4,
1 through 4,
yeah.
And depending on the center, I can check this motherfucker too, because I'm strong enough and athletic enough.
Yeah.
So, and same thing with Melo. So, athletically, 08 by a landslide. But then it comes down to who's more methodical, who plays better team ball, who plays better team defense, who meshes better as a team. And I think the documentary that's coming out will let us know more about the Redeem team's chemistry.
Yeah. I'm really interested in seeing that. And I think I remember what I was about to say. The one thing that I just hate when people run to when you bring this comparisons up or compare any teams is they had Jordan. It's like, Jordan didn't win every year he was in the league, right?
Yeah,
this is my
like
favorite
9
player
years.
ever. Even after he came back, he lost before he won again. You know that, right? Like, so let's not just speak like Mike is infallible. Now, once he get to rolling, you're hard motherfucker to stop.
No, it's no stop.
Yeah. From what we've seen, once he get going, you're not gonna stop him until he quit. Like, that's really the answer.
And how many people had that on the 08 team?
Just Kobe.
Just
at that point, was it just
Bron
Kobe?
at that point it was Kobe didn't even. Well, Kobe and Shaq they had got their 3. Kobe was about to win. It's
4th one the next year.
Yeah. And because they went back to back. He had just lost to Boston, I believe, right?
Yeah, he lost to Boston.
He just lost to Boston. And he was about to go win a ring, then go back to back. So
and just Kobe and Mike matched up. It got to be like watching Goku and Vegeta, right? Like somebody. It's just they pretty much just gonna cancel because I think they both got that I take it personal thing.
Yeah,
yeah, they do.
But I think,
but then it's who's your second best player?
Looking at who they are and how they move is, I think at the end of the day that matchup goes to Mike, and that's no disrespect to Kobe. I think at the end of the day, because of like we just said, when he get to going, who's gonna stop him? And as good as Kobe is.
We're not gonna like Kobe wasn't a great defender. Also,
as good as he is, like, do we think he's gonna stop Mike? I personally don't.
I'm gonna give it to Kobe.
I don't think Kobe can stop Mike from doing what he want to do.
So Mike stopped Kobe.
Let's not forget how great of a defender Mike was.
I know. I'm not taking it away. I'm not taking it away from him at all.
Yeah.
I'm not. I just think it was a evolved athleticism, like we said, and Kobe was a better.
It's not. When we talking Kobe and Mike, it's not.
I cannot say Kobe's more athletic than Mike.
No,
I cannot say that,
and that's Kobe's fault.
Can't.
And that's his fault because he never wanted to evolve himself further than what Mike was. He said, "I want to be where Mike was, and what Mike was," and that's why you always get the videos of. Like the mimic video, like where the move is the same move. You never displayed to us that like I'm just gonna all around like just do something different than Mike. Everything you did was your version of what Mike did. You know what I'm saying? You just did it at a higher volume or however you want to put it. But I don't think that, like Randy said, the athleticism is. I don't think Kobe had that. I'm way more athletic than what Mike was. I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
And now look, let's do this. Let's just say, for the sake of saying, Mike cooking cold.
He ain't gonna cook.
I'm just saying. Wait. Let's just say for the sake of it. Let's just say Mike come down and put up like 8-10 straight on cold. Brian switches to Mike now. It's a bigger dude who's just as or is more athletic. Does that alter anything at all? And then now Mike got to check him too. Does that alter anything, or Mike still just doing what Mike do?
Mike gonna do what he do. I think that there's gonna be levels,
and Mike never seen a nigga like LeBron.
I think there's gonna be levels to what Mike does against a certain player. Now, if another guard is checking him, he's gonna play a certain game. But if you put Bron on him,
it's young Bron now.
It's gonna be Mike, man. I'm not saying he about to drop 50 on this nigga head, but what I'm saying is, it's not gonna. I don't think he's changing his game to be like, oh shit, I can't do this because LeBron is guarding me now. He gonna still try and do what he want to do, and it's just up to the other nigga to be able to stop him. That's all it's ever really been. Mike said this a long time ago. When I have the ball, you at my mercy. I can do whatever I want to do with you, and if you allow me to, I'm gonna play you like a puppet. Now it's up to you to come and stop me. Like I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, when you just talking about Kobe, he ain't gonna cook Kobe. I don't think he gonna cook LeBron either. But it's.
But you're still saying they're not gonna stop him.
From what I've seen,
that's cooking then.
With Mike.
So you got 92.
No, I got 2008. I'm taking 2008 to win a one game. Yeah, I got 08. It's too. I think they too fast. That's the one part between the two. I think where there's a distinct advantage is the speed, and I think they'll outrun them. Even when you go to the bench, you gotta bring them slow ass centers in. We're gonna outrun you.
I'm gonna go with 92 because they had too many players that know how to win, and 08 didn't know how to win
at
yet.
that point. Not yet.
Kobe knew how to win.
D Wade had a ring by that point.
06.
Yeah,
and he was the leader of that team too.
Yeah, but I mean, Magic knew how to win.
Win.
Mike knew how to win.
Bird
knew how to win. Like,
yeah. I ain't arguing it. I'm not arguing it. I'm just giving my opinion. That's it. I ain't arguing at all.
Me personally, I'm just not gonna bet against Bron and Kobe on the same team with Chris Paul, Dwayne Wade, Carmelo, and like I'm not gonna bet against them.
BC?
Yeah, I'm going away too.
I'm not arguing 92. So YouTube, make sure y'all listen to this part. If you want to come after me about or anybody that picked 08. I'm not arguing. I don't know about these two niggas, but I'm not arguing. You picking 90. Randy said he picked 92.
I'm taking 96 over both of them.
Yep.
I'm taking Dream Team 2 over both of them.
We will run this down real quick. We're not gonna go in depth, but BC, what was the 96 lineup?
Nah.
I know it was Penny, Shaq,
Grant Hill,
Hill, Scottie Pippen.
I want to say Gary Payton.
I don't know if Payton was on that team.
I think he was
96.
I think
Peyton played in the Olympics?
I think so. I could be wrong.
So we got Karl Malone, Barkley, Penny, Pippen, John Stockton, Reggie Miller, Gary Payton, David Robinson, Elijah Wan, Grant Hill, Shaq, and one more cat. Got to zoom in on them. Mitch Richmond.
I'm taking 96 over both of them.
Damn, that's a squad.
I'm taking 96 over both of them.
But you know the one thing, if it was 2001 Shaq, I probably would be like, that's probably the most unbeatable team in the history of basketball has ever been put together.
In the finals, that's first year in the.
Yeah, but he got his ass beat
by Elijah Wan.
Yeah,
who was his teammate?
No,
right?
that was 94.
That was 95. That was 95. Yeah,
and 96. This is his first year in LA, second year.
Yeah, he wasn't ready yet.
He wasn't ready yet.
It's gonna be a good run though. 96 against 2008.
But yeah,
I can see that. Penny in his prime.
Prime Grant.
Yeah, Prime Grant, Prime Penny.
Was Duncan? You say Duncan?
No, Duncan wasn't in the league yet.
Wasn't in the league yet.
96 to 99.
99. Okay.
Mitch
you want to
Richmond.
chip the first year?
Yeah, Ricky.
Okay.
That was the lockout season.
Yeah. They played the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. All right, man. Well, y'all let us know y'all opinion on Dream Team versus the Redeem Team. Looking forward to the documentary. Should be real good. I'm guaranteed we're gonna come here and talk about that when that shit drops. But let us know what y'all think, man. Once again, YouTube, don't kill us. You know what I'm saying? These are just our opinions, okay?
In my city, we some Gatorade.